Greetings everyone again. It's been far too long since I did a video. I do apologise. Family life, work, the summer, which has been freakishly hot and has been basically destroying me and my ability to do anything. I've also been setting up my own business, a software business in Dublin, so if you're in need of software developing, newalock.ie is the place to go. Anyway, yeah, so what I thought I'd do is give you a quick video about this thing called the Window Wizard. The classic example of a infomercial slash as seen on TV type product that seems like a good idea in theory, but when you try to put it into practice you discover it's just completely stupid and bonkers and mental and whatever else you want to call it. Well, this is one my mother bought in the late 90s. So this thing's been around a while and they're still trying to sell it. They're still, like, if you search on YouTube you'll find infomercials for this kind of thing. And they're British infomercials, so they're very staid and proper, unlike American infomercials, which are, you know, loud and brash.
Thank you for buying your Window Wizard. And now that you've got it home, I'm sure you're excited and delighted and eager to get started.
So it seems to be the product that's never really taken off in the mainstream. Like, my mother bought this in a bargain shop in Derry in Northern Ireland. It's a place that sells off-brand washing powder, tools that are really cheap and have a weird smell of chemicals or oil on them, and Chinese writing, and just generally household stuff that isn't very good quality. So anyway, let's talk about this thing. What it is a magnetic window washer, and there are two sides. Inside here and here there are magnets, and the way it works, you can see where the problem is, can't you? So inside here and here there's magnets, and this is supposed to be a sponge to clean the window. And the whole idea is you put this on either side of the glass and you move it around, and you put soapy water on this, and you move it up and down, and the squeegee on this end cleans the window. In theory, it seems like a good idea, but the problem is that A, these sponges are not really useful anyway. They're too small to actually do any decent job cleaning, and also the general build quality of this thing is terrible. Okay, Dahi, where are you going? That's my dog, sorry. Yeah, and the build quality is not great. Like this, the plastic on this is very crackly. It's obviously, you know, cheap plastic. It's degrading over time, and yeah, but the most obvious problem is the fact that this thing will smash your fingers to pieces, or your windows for that matter. And one of the reasons why I'm not going to show this in use on a window is because it actually did break my mother's window. Now, in the instructions they tell you the way to avoid smashing yourself to pieces or your windows to pieces because of the powerful magnets is you have to align them like that on the glass and then twist them around. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll use the cutting mat as a demonstration. So hope I can get this to work. So you get one side to the other and you spin them around till they connect, and they connect with considerable force, and then once they're connected up you move one on one side and then one on the other side moves. So of course the cutting mat has got friction, so it's not like using it on an actual window. The problem is that, you know, connecting these together gently is really difficult. Like, you're probably saying that they just want to attract, and even just sitting like this, you get the feeling that they just want to sort of come and snap together. And like, look at this. Well, this is a bad example, but like if I do pull the strings out here, take a finger off you, and give you an example. Here's a standard sponge. I'll stick that on there, and squashy. Yeah, so quite sure what they were thinking with this product. It's probably the sort of thing that no people will pay a tenner for, and it probably costs next to nothing to produce. Could it be made better? Like, for me, if the magnets were adjustable in some way, that would be useful. And if you could pull the magnets apart inside the unit so that they didn't exert as much force when they came together. But that also might defeat the whole purpose of the thing, because it's designed for people who live in flats or apartments and they can't get access outside the windows. And there's a string here, but this string isn't very strong, and it's just tied on with just a little figure of 8 knot there. The weight of these things is quite heavy. They're about a pound each. They're fairly heavy. No, like if one of these fell and hit you from a few floors up, it could do a fair bit of damage. But yeah, it just seems like such a dangerous thing to sell. If children got hold of this, geez, they'd be losing fingers. So there is actually a warning here. It's in the do not cross the units together. Now, do not close the units together without glass between, as this will void your warranty and may cause injury. As if there's a warranty on these things. So there you go. A little quick video about a really bad product which shouldn't really exist. I know some people on YouTube seem to suggest they like it, and I'm sure it works for some people, but the problem is I think that's a small subset of the amount of people who have actually bought these. I think with most people, they tried them once, got terrified and said that's enough, and they ended up in the local charity shop. So take care, bye bye.